What's going on, paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Before I begin, I just want to say, guys, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and the notification bell. And if you have any questions, type in hashtag QVV for your questions. Maybe at the end of my next market watch, I could be reading your comment. Now, guys, I just want to say about dual power that I'm going to beat it again like a dead horse. It's just that there's so much happening with dual power. It's moving so much more faster than any previous set in Yu-Gi-Oh! In this market watch, we're going to go over cards that I think can go up in value after they completely tanked. But before I begin with that, guys, I just want to say, here's my biggest word of advice for anybody that's looking to get dual power sealed. Don't get sealed dual power. The money's in the singles, not in the sealed. Buying sealed dual power now is just a waste of time, a waste of money. Unless you're opening for the fun, which is totally legit. Opening for the fun, opening sealed dual power right now is just not a good idea. I would definitely look to invest in the singles. I would definitely look to get rid of cards that like infinite permanents if you already have some extras, because it's going to be going a lot lower in value. In fact, right off the gate, I just want to throw out there for everybody that's watching this video, I think the best time to buy cards is next week, Monday to Wednesday. That's when the roller coaster starts going down. And what we're going to see here is cards not only start to settle, but the ones that are going to have value go up in value. Now, right off the gate, I clicked last here on TCG Player for dual power, and it showed me Market of Rose. Now, Market of Rose has been reprinted all over the place. It has a ton of printings, and obviously, I don't think this version is going to be worth any bit of money. When there's a dual terminal 2 Market of Rose, that's like $3. There's also an ultimate rare version of this card as well that can definitely show any kind of viability in the market. Market of Rose, if you guys don't know, is take your monster if you have plants. Like, literally, that's what it says. Remove a plant from your graveyard and take this to your monster. That's it. But you gotta give control back at the end of the turn. Don't forget to do that, okay? Now, the current price point for the Market of Rose for Ultimate Rare is $3.75. Looking at the card right now, the market price is under $3 for Unlimited. Now, if you're looking to buy first editions, always as far as Ultimate Rare cards like this, you're gonna see it be a lot more in value. Where first editions are roughly around $15, whereas Unlimited Market of Rose, that version, well, it's under $3. And once again, I don't think this version will up in value. It might go up a little bit if Plants was to see play, but that's not the money version of Market of Rose. In fact, I'm putting it in here is just a filler card, I think. Next, we got other cards like XYZ Change Tactics. I'm not sure if this is going to move up in value. Hold on a second. I read over a lot of these cards, and I already have what I want. My picks as why I think can have value. Some of these cards I don't 100% know. I just want to be honest with you guys. Like Stardust Wish, if you ask me to say it out loud what it does right now, I can't. I've read it. I looked over it. It's $1 buying a card. Link Disciples, Tactical Exchangers, Smile Sorcerers. I want this card to be good so badly. I want this card to be good so badly, but it's so terrible. Like, it has the artwork of a card that looks to be good. It has everything about it. It looks to be good. And then you read it and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. I can add a Smile spell trap from my deck to my hand? Well then, there's so many of those. I think maybe with the Spellcaster Structure decks, maybe it's chock full of Smile cards that add a ton of tokens, and then that'll give some kind of validity to Smile Sorcerer. This card's a solo printing, ultra rare. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this. I want to like this card. I want this card to be good, but it's a nickel, and its effect adds Smile cards. It has another effect as well, but that's like the main thing I'm looking at right here. It's just the fact that it has a small effect. It does some stuff for Odd Eyes, but let's be honest with you, nobody cares about Odd Eyes unless it's the Eyes cards that's currently used in Pendulums. Goki the Great Ogre got an Ultimate Art reprint, and this is just too late. It's just too late. I think Goki the Great Ogre Ultimate Art reprint looks nice, but even when Goki's we're seeing a lot of meta play, they're not really using Great Ogre. Let's go to the next page. We got 10 more pages to go. Too easy of a market watch. El Shadow Fusion Ultra Rare is currently the highest version of El Shadow Fusion Ultra Rare. Unfortunately, Shadows aren't currently seeing any play. Right? Is there a secret rare? Is there a secret version? Am I wrong? Let me see. Hold on one second. No, Super Rares all day long. Okay, yeah, so Ultra Rare is the highest version of El Shadow Fusion. It has a little bit of updated card text, a little bit shortened, but the market price of this card is currently 12 cents. And that's because, once again, everyone's cracking open this set. And this is a recurring theme that's going to happen. Everyone's cracking open dual power, taking cards like El Shadow Fusion and just storming the market without even adding any playsets to themselves. This is the highest version of El Shadow Fusion, and if you're looking to play Shadows, obviously this is a good card to grab and hold, just a playset. You can RO9 it. I don't think it's going to do much in value, being the fact that RO9ing cards in dual power right now is not a good idea. Maybe there's some cards we can talk about moving more later on the list, but RO9ing cards like El Shadow Fusion Ultra Rares, these aren't hard to find. I think these are going to be relatively easy, and if Shadows came back full power, then yeah, people are going to want to buy these, but there's a good amount of these in the market right now, so it's just not a good idea to pick these up. Looking else, we have Hot Red Dragon Archery and King Calamity. This card's not really worth anything, to be honest with you. It's It's just not. The other version that was out was worth money in Shining Victories, but I mean that was like what, $2. It was really not worth much, to be honest with you. I like the card, it's just not good, and there's a big difference of these cards. Ice Pendulum Dragon Ultimate Art, not really doing anything. Cool Ultimate Art, but Ice Pendulum Dragon, you know, the Ultimate version, way better. This is worthless. Shoto Construct Ultra Rare is an increase to the current Shoto Construct we have as a common. The only problem about this is, once again, Shotos aren't doing nothing in the meta. You can grab a bunch of these, throw them to the side, but even Shotos with full power, I'm not sure they would run 3 of these. It's not bad of a card, just not that good either, and that's the unfortunate thing about this. Soul Pendulum would be one of the best cards in the game for pendulums if it didn't need 3 pendulum summons. If you just could do 1 pendulum summon and gain an additional pendulum summon per turn, as what my buddy's daughter was, and they told me it was, this card would be one of the best cards in the game, hands down, for anyone that plays pendulums. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and unfortunately, I don't think this card's gonna be that good unless there's other cards that come out that help facilitate pendulums getting additional pendulum summons throughout the turn that are not soul pendulum, that you need 3 turns to actually merit any kind of value of this. This card, Utopia Onomatopoeia, not a big fan of. Shining Draw is, let's read this card. This is, no, ZWs. No, I'm good. I'm already pulling out of ZWs. Not that I hate ZWs, it's just that they're just hard to do. Star Seraph Scepter is worthless because we have the Secret Rare, which is under $1 anyway, so it's ain't worth any money. Decode Destruction is worth nothing. I want this card to be good. I was told this card's a good card. But yeah, no, I can't really make any kind of Knuckles Kaleidoscope Ultra Rare is really cool, but we have Knuckles Kaleidoscope Secret Rare. In fact, this is, I like to look at both versions of these cards when I talk about them, because right now Knuckles Kaleidoscope is about 10 cents. Yeah, 10 cents. Okay, sure. Click view of versions. Secret Rare Knuckles Kaleidoscope is $1. Now, there's gonna be 2 types of Necros players we're gonna see. We're gonna see Necros players that are playing a meta Necros deck that doesn't have a lot of money, but dual power is dirt cheap, so they built Necros. Good for you guys, I'm serious. It's a great deck, and it's relatively inexpensive right now, and you have an Ultra Rare Necros deck. Then we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that's going to be Rarity Whores, and they're going to play Secret Rare Necros. They're going to play Max Rarity Necros. Now, if I think about Necros before anyone asks any more questions or wants to know anything else about Necros, I truly and 100% believe that the Secret Forces Necros, Secret Rare cards, are going to be going down in value. It's going to happen gradually, but it's going to be an inevitability. I think Necros Ultra Rares are going to tank heavily, so bad that the Secret Rares cannot afford to be at their high price point because nobody's going to buy them. And people that do have Secret Rare Necros cards should have gotten rid of them already, like I said previous market watches, because the price of Necros Secret Rares are going to be going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower value. Remember, the market only responds when people buy into the market. The market does not respond when the cards are high in value. Hell, I could take a Necros Kaleidoscope, put it for $10,000, but nobody's going to give me the $10,000 for Necros Kaleidoscope Ultra Rare. They're going to pay 10 cents and below. That's how the market is responding currently. And right now, it's hitting hard for Ultra Rare Necros. And I do believe that Secret Rare Necros, especially Kaleidoscope and other cards, are going to be going down in value. Peter Pan Spider Orchard would be a great card if it wasn't made for pet. If that said Magician Spider Orchard and was tuned towards magicians, this card would be insane. Eternal Soul gets another reprint, doesn't matter, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. We had it in the Megaton reprint as a Secret Rare. There's some misprint versions actually are kind of cool. Actually, I own one of the misprint versions. But for the most part, yeah, no, this card's worthless. Ancient Golems for collectors, and not even collectors really care about this card. I love the artwork in this card. Signal Warrior, yeah. Goki Cage Match is an awesome card for Gokis that Gokis could use, but they can't because they're not seeing much play. It's a cool field spell card. I like the artwork of this card. When this card is activated, place 3 counters on this card. If a Goki monster destroys some opponent's monster in battles, remove one counter from this card. Once per turn at the end of battle phase, if the last of these counters are removed, you can spell summon as many Goki monsters as possible with different names from your hand and or deck, and then reset counters on this card. This card's an amazing card. Too late. I feel like what Gokis, any Goki player seeing all these cards, they're like, awesome. I wish I had this a year ago or a couple of months ago, whatever. Predator Plant Drastic T is not going to go up in value because, let's be honest with you, this card is insanely easy to pull, and nobody really cares about Ultra Rare Predator Plant Dragstotopia. I mean, it's not bad, but we don't care about this card until we see what happens with Super Polymerization. So this card actually does nothing until we get Super Polymerization. Silver Gadget. Sure. Nobody cares. This card is just, there's so many of these out in the market right now. It's just nobody cares. Element here Neo's alternate art looks really cool for collectors, and I think collectors and hero players, because they're only collectors for heroes. I think they'll probably grab a playset, but don't expect this to get bought out being the fact that it's a promo that comes in every dual power box. Double or Nothing. Okay, so I kind of like this card a lot, but it's not that good. If it was a continuous spell, maybe a little better. When a monster attack is negated, target that monster, it can make a second attack during the battle phase. If it does, its attack is doubled. during jam step only. It's kind of cool if it was continuous, and even then, like, let's be honest, like, funsies though, like casual play. Backup Supervisor gets a reprint, a buff. Cool. People hardly even care about this card. There's Booster Dragon, Cyber Tension. Fight for Patchwork gets an Ultra reprint. Now, we came to the first card. I think is a really cool card, and I think it's a card that has the potential to go up in value in the long term, and that's going to be Fight for Patchwork. You see, Fight for Patchwork has two printings. One relatively soon as a rare, that came out relatively soon as a rare, and the ultra version of Fight for Patchwork. If this maintains being the highest version, hey, if Fight For's get any kind of support, if Fight For's become a meta deck, this card is obviously going to be the one people are going to want to buy. Obviously, no doubt in my mind. It's dirt cheap right now. It's 9 cents, and I think this card has potential to go up in value in the future. Absolutely, I think that. Whether or not KONAMI promotes Pfeiffer is another thing, but if Pfeiffer gets promoted, this will go up in value. The Goki stuff, maybe. Pfeiffer stuff, I mean, there's not many of it out in the market as far as multiple listings of these cards. This card only has 2, and once again, it's the rare version of Patchwork or the ultra rare. And I think that KONAMI can easily make more Pfeiffer support. If they do, hashtag Friday Nights at Freddy's. They do. I think Pfeiffer Patchwork can definitely be a card that might be going up in value in the long term, depending when KONAMI makes more Pfeiffer support. By the way, KONAMI, can you make more Pfeiffer support? Like, seriously? Friday Nights at Freddy. I want to do that. I want to play that deck, but I want it to be, like, all about that. So, anyway, lefty driver and righty driver look really cool. I'm not sure if they're going to go up in value. The values of the printing of these cards per ratio, the ratio of printings on dual power is something insane. We're getting Yu-Gi-Oh! Players cracking a case of dual power and pulling like 5 infinite permanents and 1 evenly. And then we'll have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Player crack another case of dual power and have the completely different setup. Same thing with Brionic, same thing with everything. The only thing I think is for the most part is a standard is infinite permanents. The cards anything from 2 to 6 per case ratio. That's the only part of it I feel is a short printed. 6 is the best case scenario. Rarely happens, but the average pull per case ratio is about 3 infinite permanents. I've said it all the time. I've not stopped saying it, and I'm going to continue to say that. That's about the average pull ratio for infinite permanents per case of dual power. Moving forward, Miracle Fusion, nobody cares about this. It has an ultimate rare printing. This is useless to me. Necros Mirror, same thing with Necros Kaleidoscope. Deco Talker is cool, but we have ultimate rare version, and I don't think it would go up in value. There's a lot of great cards that came out in this set as well as other sets. Double Hero Attack, Hero players, take note. More hero cards. Number 39 Utopia is probably one of the best versions of Utopia. I like this version. I like the Ultimate R version. The biggest problem with this card is it's always going to be worthless, and here's why. Dual Terminal Utopia is the best Utopia, hands down. In fact, look at the market price of Dual Terminal Utopia. The market price is $8.50. Like you play it, it's $6.50. Like, why would you want to buy any version of Utopia if they have this version, which is hard to get? It's only 22 price listings. Now we have the Gold Series version, the Gold Rare, nobody cares about. The Starfall Rare, nobody cares about. The Ultra Rare, nobody cares about. Any version of this, nobody cares about, including the Ultra version, which looks nice. And this would be the best version if we didn't have this. And it wouldn't be best by a long shot, by the way. Sure. I mean, this is the Ultra version. It's the best version of Shuret. And I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that are looking to play Necros, obviously, or those who are playing at the high tier, low tier, obviously need to buy the Ultra Rare Shurets. Most Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will be buying a play set of these, but we're not seeing a huge demand from the market for Shurets, even though Yu-Gi-Oh! Players obviously want to grab this cards because that's how many dual powers are being cracked open and listed online right now. Little fun sign though. I was working today in my shop. I started putting a ton of dual powers on the market. And at one point, I clicked to go put another card in. I look up, and I had like 20 orders. I was like, what the? So I take care of those orders. I do all those orders. What I just do is I have to make additional tabs. And I just go over and I print out the addresses of all the tabs. I have a diamond label printer. And then I put the store address, and I put it on envelopes. I get it all ready. And then I start grabbing the orders. Well, I finished that off. And when I was done, I had another 12 orders. Dual power singles are selling really fast. That's what I'm trying to show in my scenario. And I guarantee you, if anyone else is listing dual power singles, they're going to sell very fast. But when it starts slowing down and when Yu-Gi-Oh! Players continue to crack dual power, that's when things will get a little lopsided as far as the price points. And I think that will happen towards the end of this weekend. Maybe even the beginning of next week. But like I said, by Wednesday, we'll see prices start to slow down. And then we'll see some settled prices. That's what I'm thinking is going to be happening. Look at the card, Necros and Unicorn. Yeah, you don't need to buy this version. I mean, this version is the most useless Necros in here. I really wish KONAMI did not put this in here. But then again, if they didn't, the secret version would be like $20. Look at that secret rare Necros and Unicorn for Secret Forces. It's about 95 cents. Or you can buy the Ultra Rare, 15 cents. I just secret rare. You don't have to be a Rarity whore to spend extra couple of pennies. Okay. Here's another card I think is going to be really good. Now, if you watched my Mark Watches previously, you guys know that I'm a big fan of the plant stuff. I think plants are going to be really, really good. I think Konami is giving us towards plants being a meta deck. I have a lot of reasons why. I just generally think the ban list is going to be good to plants. And I could be wrong, sure, but if we get a card like Dandelion off the ban list, this deck can easily abuse spam links way worse than Goki's can. Let me give you a little reference. When plants were being played in the OCG, they had Max D at 3, and plants were still topping. This is a spam deck. That good. Now, do I think that plants are going to get to that power creep level here in the TCG? I don't think so, but I definitely think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that do not know what these plant cards are going to be taking L's all day long. I really do think that. And I think that if Konami is good to the plants on the ban list, and we get Dandelion even to 1, just to 1, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And if you don't have your Titanium or Ultimate Rares, you're going to want to get on top of that. But I do think if plants do show any kind of meta relevance, Arrow Mage Rosemary has 2 printings. Just 2 printings. That's it. Dual Power printings, which is currently 15 cents, is worthless. As well as the other version from Clash of Rebellions, which is ultra rare, which is $6. Another thing I want to answer, by the way, and I'm trying to go with the questions that I've been asking. I've been getting asked to me all day long. I've been answering is, hey V, why are we seeing things like this? Where Admiral's Rosemary, ultra rare from Clash of Rebellions is at $6, but the dual power, same rarity, same look, same everything, is at 15 cents. Well, the answer is very simple. You see, Aramage Rosemary, in fact, all the cards from Dual Power were open and thrown in the market so fast that the prices tanked in value. With competitors competing with each other, dropping in value over and over and over again, the Dual Power price dropped to 15 cents like that. You blinked, it was 15 cents. Well, Aramage Rosemary, those who own the Clash of Rebellion ones are like, whoa, slow it down here. I didn't even get a chance to realize. I thought Rosemary or Dual Power were going to be $5. But no. The 15-cent decrease from a $6 original price point? Well, I guess I gotta get rid of my Rosemaries. And what we're going to be seeing here is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that have the original printing of these cards, as well as like cards like Necros as well, and other cards, are going to be listing their cards lower to get the sell faster. Now, whether that sell actually happens or not, that's a whole different discussion. I don't think it's going to, because Dual Power, some cards from Dual Power, some cards of the original print are almost like they were copied, minus this very small text over here that shows the printing where they're from. So I do think that Arrow Mage Rosemary original print will go down in value. I think all the cards will go down in value. Like I said earlier about Necros cards, I just think it's going to happen very slowly. And once again, this is a great card, the Ultra Rare Dual Power Arrow Mage Rosemary, because this can have the potential to start moving up in value. When you got $6 and 15-cent difference between the same card, there's only going to be 2 things that happen. One's going to go down, or one's going to go up to be around near the same price. And I think Rosemary can be that card, depending on how the meta shifts and the ban list. Dark Magic Circle came out Secret Rare, nobody cares. Super Quantum Mech Beast, Great King, Magnus King, I get that wrong all the time. We have a secret version of this card. The original print doesn't really matter. And to be honest with you, nobody cares about the Secret Rare. I kind of want it just because I like the Power Rangers, and it kind of reminds me of the Power Rangers. Anyway, Toon Dark Magician Girl would came out Ultra Rare, and to be honest with you, that Ultra Rare was kind of not really a big deal. Collectors only one, and that's it. And when collectors are not like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, if they see something that's the same edition, same set, they always want the original print. That, from my experience. Heretic Dragon King of Atom. This is another card that definitely has great potential. This card originally came out as a super rare in Galactic Overlord, I'm going to say, right? Yeah, Galactic Overlord, and it came out as an ultra rare. Now, obviously, this is a rarity bump. Unlike a lot of cards here in Dual Power, Super Rare Heretic King Dragon King, whatever his name is, price point is roughly a little over $5 for this card. And to be honest with you, I don't think this is the money one. I think the money one is this one, if it was to have a money one. I don't know if it's going to, but looking at it right now, I would definitely consider, if I was you guys and you have Dual Power, holding these cards to the side. I think it's 22 cents. It's not going to break your bank to hold a bunch of these to the side. I think this card has a lot of potential in the future. And whether it's a short-term, mid-term, or long-term, I think this card will definitely see some future play in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I would highly recommend you grab a bunch of these aside. They're dirt cheap. Nobody's looking at them right now. Heart Red Dragon Archie Bane, I don't care for much, to be honest with you. I think the card was only a little bit high in value because not many were in the market. Other than that, I don't care about this card at all. Trickster's got an Ultra Rare, but they had an Ultra Rare. It was useless. They ran maybe 1 or 2 Holly Angel. Even 2 was like, what are you doing? He's actually like that boring. Yeah, no, nobody cares. For Holly Angels. Dark Magician Alternate Art reprint. The alternate art reprints of cards like Dark Magician and I wish it's Blue. Blue Eyes is not in the set, are really cool. Now let me just talk about Dark Magician for a quick second because I'm all about alternate art versions of cards. I'm a huge fan of alternate art versions of cards. Well, will alternate art Dark Magician be worth money in the future, or will the World Championship 2018 Dark Magicians be worth money? It was a joke. The World Championship 2018 is going to be worth money. Period. What else is worth money, you ask? Well, let's go into it. We have the alternate art version of Dark Magician, number 1. The alternate art version of Dark Magician, number 2. The current art version of Dark Magician, number 3. Another alternate art version of Dark Magician. Oh wait, no, we're not done yet. You sit there and you enjoy this version of Dark Magician. There's so many versions and rarities of Dark Magician, is what I'm trying to get at, guys. And there's an ultimate version of Dark Magician that came out like a structure deck. None of it really matters. The only version of Dark Magician I actually care about, the only version of Dark Magician I like, to be honest with you, as far as value, is the World Championship 2018 promos, and the one that's currently sold out, that's probably not here. Let me go to the last page. I'll probably be listing the last page, because it's sold out, right? Deuterium Preview is worth money. I forgot about that one. And the Dark Duel Stories Dark Magician is worth money. Other than that, any version of Dark Magician that comes out is worthless. I mean, I'm dead serious. Absolutely useless. Moving forward. Double by Dragon. I don't know much about that card, actually. Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon was kind of seeing some meta play, and I think it kind of can see more meta play. And I think with Konami making, hopefully, and if they don't, oh my god, I would hate to be Konami. Thunder Dragon Colossus is Ultimate Rare. Hopefully, in OTS Pack 10, you players might be considered playing Thunder Dragon variants. One variant runs Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon, which is really great. It runs a bunch of other cards too. You might want to consider looking into that. I'm only doing Dual Power, but there's other cards I run that help facilitate this card. And yeah, you might want to consider looking at those card prices. I'll probably cover it in my next market watch. But the card price is 25 cents right now. I think it's really good. The original price points of those cards were roughly around 4s. The original price points was roughly around 6. You can see over here, and that one's 5. But yeah, Dual Power Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. It's about 25 cents. It's a good card. Yeah, they only run one of them, so you only need all 9 as heavy, but still a good card nevertheless. Predator Pair Orpheus Scorpio is a great card that I wish we had ultra. If it came ultra rare in a year ago, this card would be insane. The fact that it's currently ultra rare right now is not bad, but it's relatively easy to pull in all the cases I've seen, all the videos I've watched. I don't think this is a hard card to see. You can play as, a hard card to see pulled. I think this is a great card and definitely has a great long-term value, but no value right now, as you can currently see right now. Chaos Realm came secret rare. Nobody cares about this version at all. Cleaver Genius has an ultra rare printing. Every Yu-Gi-Oh player that wants to get theirs now has theirs. It's not a bad card. It could be good in the future, I guess, but right now it's worthless. Colossus and Sherbet, same thing as the other original printing. So Star Seraph Rarity, chair as we call it here. My chair. It has a secret rare printing. This is worthless. And by the way, I just want to go in for a quick second because my chair wants me to. Star Seraph Rarity, really cool with 28 cents ultra rare, but the best version is still Prismatic Secret Rare. There's not many Prismatic Secret Rares in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest with you, besides that Dark Magician I showed you guys a little while ago. And yeah, Rarity is going down a little bit. It's about $3.90 for Secret Rare chairs. I would advise you grab those. Those are the good ones. They might, but once again, looking at everything else, you don't want to go into it yet because these card prices will be dropping for this for the original print versions. Let's keep. We're on page. Oh my god, we're cutting through these fast. Magic and Miracles. I don't know. Is this Dark Magician? Anything that's Dark Magician related? By the way, yeah, okay, it is. It's Spellcasters. Change the attack position of one monster your opponent controls to the defense position, then take control of it. And if you do, it cannot be destroyed in battle. If this card was a quick play spell card, this card would be absolutely insane. We're fast, Konami. We don't need slow normal spells. That's for regular people, the mortals. We're gods. We want quick play spells with busted effects such as this. I think this is a really cool card, but I'm not sure if it's gonna see any kind of meta play. I hope it does. It looks really cool, to be honest with you. And, you know, with the new Spellcaster Structure deck, anything is possible. But going back to this card, I think it's a really cool card. But once again, that's what I think about that. I think anything, by the way, for anyone asking the question, all the Magician support that's not Dark Magician support, I don't think it's going to be good enough to make Dark Magicians meta. It's more fun for casuals. Generic Magician support will have potential based off what we see with the structure deck of Spellcasters. So we have to see if that is viable or not. Harpy Dancer, cool. Seriously, no, cool. This card is getting a lot expensive. It's going down in value. I think, depending on how Konami treats Harpies in their printings, if Konami doesn't touch Harpy, let's say today Konami was like, we're done with Harpy stuff. I mean, maybe like Elegant Eagle to some other cards, cool. But like for the most part, we're done with printing Harpy stuff. I think Harpies can have the potential as a decor to go higher in value in the future, and Harpy Dancer joining them. In fact, the original printing Harpy Dancers was around $7 roughly for a good amount of time. When it first came out, it was worthless. You can get it for $2 maybe, but now we're up to $7. And now with the original printing coming out in dual power, it's going to be powering down a lot. Trickster Magical Laurel is a really cool card that just is not good enough. We don't need this card around these parts. I think this card definitely has some cool play that it can do. Maybe you can start playing a little bit, but No, I'm not crazy about it. I do like the art in the card, but I think about targeting one trick to monster graveyard, put summon it, and equip with this card. When this card needs to feel destroyed, that monster will return the equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent. You can summon one trick to monster from your hand. If it's a deck, it'd be insane. Anyway, and by the way, anyone goes V, that's crazy. Yeah, no, we have Pot of Extravagance, Fantastical Dragon, Phantasme, but this card with that little change will make this card busted. Come on, no. I don't even play this deck. I don't even really play Tricksters, but I think that'd be kind of cool if they did have that effect. But yeah, it's okay. But Tricksters, for the most part, don't really care about the graveyard besides using Reincarnation. So this might see as a tech choice, but nothing heavy. Shadow Construct, ultra rares. Sure. No, I'm serious. This means nothing. This means absolutely nothing. In fact, looking at El Shadow Construct, all values are useless to me right now. And go back to what I said earlier in my previous my previous videos on my market watches. If you guys watch it, please make sure to take note on this. El Shadow Construct Ultimate Rare is dirt cheap right now. Ultimate Rare. Now, I think Konami, by printing Shadow Construct, might have it come off the ban list. If it goes to 2, it might not see play. If it goes to if Shadow Construct goes to 3, wow. That changes a lot of things. I think Shadow Construct might Shadow's hybriding with other decks, maybe like Thunder Dragons, might make a really cool deck. Now, looking at Shadow Construct right now, it's dirt cheap in the market. Market price has this card at $29, but it's not that. Looking at it, Unlimited is $21. First edition, let's see what first edition it is. It always changes. It's about $25 roughly for El Shadow Construct Ultimate Rare. Now, I personally own one of these, and to be honest with you, that's not enough. I want to get my playset of Ultimate Rare first edition El Shadow Construct. Unlike Cosmos, which we always knew and needed emergency teleport, Shadow's coming out with Shadow Construct at 3 might make this deck really good right off the gate. And if that's the truth, then maybe we'll see them team up with Thunder Dragons and actually get Yu-Gi-Oh! Players a lot of wins at Nationals. It'd be really fun playing with 4 Power Shadows hybrid versions. I think it'd be really cool to see. Unfortunately, I wish Konami reprinted Shadow Beast. It's relatively expensive right now, and all versions of Shadow Beast are expensive right now. I really wish this was the Ultra Rare in Dual Power, because looking at the 2015 Megaton versions, it's like a $2 rare. The regular rare is like $1 and change, but they go up to $2 relatively quickly. And the Super Rare Shadow Beast, that card, it's almost $5. Konami, you missed one. I think they should be hitting that card up. But yeah, no, look at Shadow Construct at 3 for the Ultra Rare. That's kind of cool. Everyone can now have Shadows. But Ultimate Rare Shadow Construct, this is gonna get bought out. The buy of this card is an inevitability in my opinion. I think this card getting off the ban list, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players gonna run and buy this out at that moment, or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players watching this market watch video might run and buy it. But its price going up in value, in my opinion, is inevitable at this case. Moving forward, Eyes Advanced Dragon. Don't know much about this card. Let me look at it real quickly, because I want to ask you about this on my live stream, which I'm recording this video. I'm recording this market watch on my live stream right now, by the way. So, hi everybody in the live stream. Okay, you can. By the way, if you want to join the live stream, besides hitting the like button and the subscribe button, definitely hit the bell notification when I go live. You can tribute summon this card by tributing one level 5 or higher monster. If this card is tribute summoned, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. When this card destroys a monster at battle, you can special one level 5 or higher monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position except Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon. You're going to use the effect of this one for... It's obviously a busted card, and I think this card can show some play in the future of the game. I really do. I wish the tribute summon wasn't a hard tribute summon. I wish it was something more of like a special summon effect. I know it's kind of broken, but that's kind of meta we're in right now, where every deck has something really dumb about it. But yeah, I wish that was the kind of effect it had. Looking at it right now, I don't know if this is gonna be good. I really don't. I want it to be good. It looks really good. I like how it can replace itself. But by destroying a monster in battle, by bringing another one out. But I don't know. I don't think it's good enough, in my opinion. But, 63 cents is not a bad price point. Thunder Dragon, Thunderstorm Mech. They don't really play this card, nothing, I don't think. I don't think they do. Maybe they play 1. But even if they play 3, let's say, I'm not a big fan of this card going up in value. I think it's going to. Ninetale Fox, I think, is a phenomenal card that nobody really knows about. I love the artwork of this card. Going back to old school tribute summon mechanics, I was asking on my live stream if tribute summons were going to see any kind of play in the future, or any kind of. I think it was True Draco specifically, and my answer was well, I think a deck that utilizes tribute summons will definitely see play. Tribute summons is a game mechanic, and we see things like Pendulum scene play, fusions, Xseeds. They already had their time, and throughout metas, when we have a new meta like Links, we're still seeing decks utilize old kind of game mechanics. And I think the game mechanic of tribute summon, like how we saw with Monarchs and True Dracos, I think it'll definitely and inevitably be a deck that will abuse that mechanic, and it will be a tier 1 deck. But look at Ninetale Fox. It's currently 48 cents in the market. It states, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can tribute summon 2 monsters. Special summon this card. You're going to use the effect of Ninetale Fox once per turn. If this card is special summon from the graveyard, if this special summon from the graveyard attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. If this card shows a battle card effect, you can special summon 2 fire tokens, Blase level 2. I think it has a lot of viability within the meta. Not now, no, not even close now. I think this card is going to be really good in the future. Also, the artwork, if you like Naruto, like, you have to buy this. The rule is you have to buy this card. I think it's going to be a great card in the future. Absolutely. Trickster Fox Gloves, which is the only Trickster card Trickster players actually want from this set besides that quick play card. I'm not a quick card, but they were even crazy about that one. And to be honest with you, they're not crazy about this one. They just wanted to have all the Trickster cards. Draw of Fate. I actually don't know what this does, but it says draw, so I have to read it. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, and your opponent controls a monster with higher attack in the field, reveal 3 cards to different name from your deck, place them on top of your deck in random order, draw 1 card. For the turn, if this card resolves, you cannot. This card is terrible. This card is absolutely horrible. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but it doesn't look good. Photon Advancer, I'm not a big fan of I don't think Photons are worth it. Crystal Ring Single Dragon got a great reprint, but it doesn't matter because Shining Victories, Cigarette Crystal Ring Single Dragon is worth money. In fact, it was going up in value up until we got this reprint, where the increase in value has stopped and started decreasing. Look at Shining Victories Crystal Ring Single Dragon. It's $8. Still a little high in my opinion. I think this card's going to go a lot lower, but that's still lower than its $10.64 market price. You have the Battle Legend ones, which is about 4s, and then you have the Ultra Rares, which are like $1. They're not really going too crazy. Dark Cavalry. Yeah, this is a theme stuff. Blue Eyes Cast Marks Dragon was never worth anything. Anyone who bought Blue Eyes Cast Marks Dragon, you've been pranked. Not pranked, like life pranked by Konami, and anyone who told you this card was worth anything other than 84 cents, and even that you're getting ripped off at. Blue Eyes Cast Marks Dragon for a while was a little over $10, wasn't it? Look at the market price, it's about $6. First edition light play is $4.60. Nothing. It's not even worth that. And it's ultra rare, same as the ultra rare that came out in, dual power. Yeah, no, this card was never worth anything. I'm sorry. I mean, it's a cool card, it's a cool effect. Blue Eyes is a fun deck to play, especially with this card in it. But yeah, no. Looking at everything else, Ring Dragon Raw and Mortal Phoenix is a card you can players have access to, and nobody cares. It's not. I mean, if you get Spear Mode, you can go on Mortal Phoenix. It's a really cool tech. But mostly, if you get Spear Moded, if your deck that can get hit by that, it's just hard to come back. And a Mortal Phoenix is not that good of a card. You go on Mortal Phoenix, you're like, I got you back. That's like planning for. That's like planning for or tornado to hit your house and floor your house. So you just have like you build like a little shelter underneath your house to hold all your belongings. But when a tornado comes, Spear Mode reprint, nobody cares about that. Nobody. Was that a bad analogy? I feel like that was a bad analogy. But nevertheless, Mortal Phoenix is not a card nobody cares about. 88 cents price point. Star Wars Dragon Ultimate R reprint would be a great card had we had that Ultimate Rare and Ghost Rare. This is worthless. Dark Magic Burst, once again, Dark Magic doesn't support, worthless. Rarity Driver, I think that's kind of potential, maybe, who knows. Same with Lefty. High Priest of Prophecy, I really like this card, I really like that it's Ultra reprint. And the reason I like that it's Ultra reprint, because Secret Rare, High Priest of Prophecy is money. Like, that's the thing about this. It gives every Yu-Gi-Oh player that wants to play Spellbooks and Prophecy a good card, as you can see over here. This one's about to drop down in value. The Ultra from Battle Pack is going down in value. But look at High Priest of Prophecy, Secret Rare from Return of the Duelist. It's only going to be more of a money card. Let me show you guys. My price shows it to be almost near $16. Unlimited versions are about $16. First editions, they're almost near $19. Like, that's the thing about this. Dual Power can only do Ultra Rares. So I think High Priest of Prophecy being Ultra Rare is still good because the Ultra from Battle Pack 2 War of the Gods that nobody wanted are still relatively money. So I'm glad they did this. But at the same token, it's just not worth it. It's useless. I mean, everyone still have access to it, but value-wise, no. We already have the value card, basically. Armage Jasmine. Oh my god. You want to see a card that just changed so fast? This card was pre-selling at $20, and nobody was buying it. Because this was supposed to be, that pre-sale of $20 was supposed to inevitably be for the Link version, not this version. Somebody got their wires crossed, and Armage Jasmine Ultra Rares were being listed as $20, which is hilarious, knowing the fact that original Our Mage Jasmine's was actually $18 when this was $20. Hilarious. Looking at Our Mage Jasmine original print from Clash of Rebellions, even though it's a higher version, it's still going down in value because it tanked so hard. Unlimited near mints are roughly around $14. First editions, about $15 for Our Mage Jasmine. It's just not really worth it, guys. Oh, wait, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I mean, little side note, I have my Ultra Rare playset. I'm not buying the Secret Rares yet, but I have an Ultra Rare playset. Why not? Personally, I do. I'm not RO9. I'm not going in hard. I just, if you want to go in hard and plant stuff, you got your Ultras, you got your Secrets all day long. And I think that in that scenario, looking at the price difference, if this weekend we see plant decks start topping throughout the weekend, plants are obviously going to go up in value. People are not spending the kind of money on secret rare Outmatch Jasmine. They're going to buy the ultra rare. So if you have ultra rares, that will sell. And since Duel Power is relatively new, if plants was to be a good deck this weekend, maybe next weekend, and when we get a banlist weekend, and we get like Dandelion and stuff like that, Duel Power is relatively new, and we wouldn't see a price change for a good while on cards like Outmatch Jasmine. I already looked over this cards, didn't I? Did I mess up? Go to page 4. I'm next. Oh, you read this already. What? Did I hit the wrong button? Alright, go to page 3. Okay. Platinum Gadget. It's too little too late for this card. Should have came out a long time ago. There's nothing. Beat Cuff and Onward is a great card, and this card was secret rare. It'd be worth so much money. That's the difference with Duel Power. This is why I love this set for its reprints. It's so good. But being the fact that Beat Cuff and the Underworld is ultra rare in here, every you play has access for a cheap price. This card I don't think is going to go up anytime soon. I think this card's going to remain at its current low price point. Maybe if it sees any kind of meta play, like hard meta play, like good meta play, maybe it'll go up a little bit. Who knows? But for the most part, it's not going to really hit some crazy numbers for a good amount of time. Link Rebo Ultra Rare is one of my favorite cards from Duel Power because it looks the same thing as the Show 'em Jump version of Link Rebo. It looks exactly the same. Put your finger over your Show 'em Jump version of Link Rebo and show them 3 Link Rebos to anybody. Just show 2 Link Rebos of the Duel Power, one of the Show 'em Jump versions, shuffle them, cover the edition over here of the card, and then show them to people and say which one of these 2 are the Shonen Jump versions. The minute they start deciding on those 2, they instantly lost because 2 of them are Duel Power, but you can't tell the difference because Link Karibo Ultra Rare looks exactly the same. That's what I'm trying to get at. $1.70, amazing. Ultra Rare Link Karibos from Shonen Jump used to be, I think it was $26 at one point. And after Link Karibo was being needed at 3 with Pot of Extravagance. Looking at Link Karibo right now, the Shonen Jump magazine promos as of recording this video is $13 and dropping. You don't want to. Why? There's no reason to buy this. I'm a Rarity whore, and I still know the difference between buying a bad buy and buying the same exact card with a little bit of text change over here. That's literally what it is. Moving forward, guys, Security Dragon I think is a great card, but nobody's going to really go too deep into it. There's not many listings on the market compared to a lot of these other cards, if you look at that, but I still think there's going to be walls for cards like Security Dragon. We got a 14 wall, 20 wall here. Looking at page 2, 16, 18. This card might have some potential going up in value, sure. I will give anyone the benefit of the doubt on this card, but I'm not sure how long it would, how low it will go before it will start stabilizing, moving up in value. Quintet Magician is terrible, and I want it to be good, but it's terrible. The Tree Beast Ultra Rare is great. Not only is it great for those who want to have access to the Tree Beast, but like my other cards mentioned before, it's great for those who have higher versions of Ultra Rare in the Tree Beast. They're going to Tree Beast Secret Rare. Its price is starting to jump up in value. Still a little bit lower than its market price. It's roughly around $16 in the market price. We're looking over here, Lightly Play for around $11. So it's still a little bit lower for the Ultra Rare, but your boy V, and hopefully you guys do too, Paisanos, have yourself a nice, smooth Dual Terminal 2 in Tree Beast. $46. Market price has this card roughly around $49. After that was 8 are gone. Good luck with that. It'll be about $50. I love Dual Terminal. I love Dual Terminal, and it's good that you love Dual Terminal because nobody's looking at them right now. In fact, as you're watching this video, you might want to go way back to my other Dual Terminal market watches and check them out when I talk about Dual Terminal cards and check the difference between the date of those cards from then till now and see the price points and changes and differences. And then from there, you can make your expectations as far as what cards that you want looking to getting in Dual Terminal. Because nobody's putting any more of these up. And in odd cases, and when I mean odd cases, I mean cases nobody knows about, that's odd to them, but average to anybody that looks in Dual Terminal, they know that this is such a good set to buy from. There's, I believe, 8 of them altogether. There's still, I believe it's 6, that's the one that's still easy for everyone to get. But all Dual Terminal cards are going to inevitably be hard for everybody to get, including Dual Terminal 1, which is one of the most underrated Dual Terminal card sets out there right now. Moving forward, Ghost Reaper Winter Chase would be a great card in this set if we didn't get this card as a reprint in what is possibly KONAMI's biggest bluster of the year. Oh, last year. Was it last year? I think it was last year. So Shining Victory's Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries is still the best version to get. Obviously, Secret Rare. Market price is $6.50. Unlimited and first editions are roughly around $6. This is a great card to buy. I'm dead serious. Everyone should have at least a playset for themselves of Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Secret Rare, Shining Victories, First edition, because we don't have ultimate rare. You can get the Megatins, they're relatively inexpensive, but there's Legendary Collection Kaiba ultra rares, there's Advent Calendar ultra rares, and now we have Dual Power ultra rares. Why did you even put this in this set, Konami? We understand we want hand traps, we have way more of them. If we want to buy a dirt cheap, crappy hand trap, we can just buy Advent Calendars. And not for $18 to $20, that's MSRP, not for near store prices, which is around half that. No. You could have went to the Barnes & Nobles online, and they were fire selling this set at $5 each Advent Calendar. That bad. And looking at the most expensive card from Advent Calendar, well, what do we have over here? Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, Advent Calendar 2018, $3.50. This is the most expensive card in Advent Calendar. This whole thing, I mean, everything here is a bust. Even though I want an ultra rare number 82 Heartland Draco at 75 cents because I hate Ghost Rare. I mean, a platinum rare. I mean, not platinum rare. It's really late at night, guys. Gold rare. I hate gold rare. I hate gold rare because it messes with my brain. I hate it so much. But look at number 82 Heartland Draco. This is a pretty cool ultra rare to have. Just for, you want to get your little number collection going. But for the most part, yeah, no, this is a horrible set. This is a horrible set. Maybe one day this will be worth money. This set is so bad. This is worse than 2018 Megatons, because I think 2018 Megatons we had like evenly match, which is cool as a reprint. We had like some decent cards. This is worse than that because nobody cared about Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries reprint and ultra rare because we just got it in Legendary Collection Kaiba back then. And now that we have the Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries as ultra rare in dual power, even worse. Moving forward though, guys, Heart Red Dragon Archetype Abyss was a card that was pre-selling over the weekend for $12. $12! Original price point of this card went as high as $55, almost near $60s in some websites for the original printing of Heart Red Dragon Archetype Abyss. It's $1.44. This card's gonna go to 44 cents, and that's maybe generous. So have fun with that. Crowley, the first Prophesier, actually is a card that I think is going to be really good. Now, if Konami ever makes Spellbooks a good deck, which they should, do you know why the Konami should make Spellbooks a good deck? Because every deck that was kind of like Spellbooks, we call that Spellbooks. That's when you know, like, there's something here that you want to talk about. We're seeing a lot of old decks get support. We're seeing a lot of you players unanimously tell about their favorite decks, and one of them definitely is Spellbooks. A deck at the time was going toe-to-toe against one of the best decks in the game, Dragon Rulers. And now we're seeing a Link Monster come out, with the Ultra Rare reprinting come out, with a bunch of reprinting of Spellbook cards coming out, with Spellbooks maybe even appearing in speed duels. I think Spellbooks should be able to be a meta deck in the future. I think Konami should make more Spellbook cards. I really do. And I think Crowley, the First Prophesier, is a card that's definitely going to be worth its value and might actually go up as we move forward in the future. Now, I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know how many people, Yu-Gi-Oh players are looking to get this card already, but I personally have a place of this card. And I'm just holding my Spellbook, my deck. I've been holding it forever, and I'm going to continue to hold it, especially Spellbook of Judgment, just cuz. Visionary of Violon means nothing because it came out ultra rare. And not only did it come out ultra rare, but it came out ultra rare in Duelist Saga, which is a way better ultra rare than Visionary of Violon for dual power, so it doesn't matter. We're getting into the spicy stuff, guys. Erratic Seal of Heavenly Spirits used to be $12, and we're selling at $12. I know, because I sold them at $12. Erratic Seal of the Heavenly Spirits is actually a card that's being bought out a lot right now. A ton. Like, all mine, I listed about, I think it was 6 today, and within a span of a couple of minutes, they were sold out that fast. It's definitely a really good card. Now, with that said, one of the first walls is 158. So I don't think someone's going to break that wall in order for people to list this card at a higher value. With that said, Erratic Seal of Heavenly Spirits is going to be a really good card that's relatively cheap right now. And it's going to continue to be cheap, even though it's a relatively good card. Because we have a wall of 158. Ah, man. Originally it was selling at 12, though. Knuckles of Valkyries was selling a lot of money. It's going lower and lower in value. Once again, I think a lot of people underestimated the value of Necros, because we'll talk about Bionic in a second, but not everyone's playing Necros cards, getting dual power for Necros cards. Everyone has a reason why they went in for dual power. Those who pulled Necros cards obviously got rid of them because they're value, and if there's a valuable deck that nobody wants, they're gonna sell that, and that's what we saw here with Knuckles of Valkyries. Now, oddly enough, looking at Knuckles of Valkyries with a 482 market price, we're seeing it roughly around a little under $4, little around $4 in TCG play over here. The secret rare Knuckles of Valkyries has not went down in value yet to catch up to ultra rare Knuckles of Valkyries. But this is the first one I want to show you guys. We're seeing Knuckles of Valkyries be a $38 market price card. Looking over here is $22. It is going down. Mark my words, it will go down. It will take time, but these prices will meet. They gotta meet somewhere. When there's a pre-printed version of a card and another version of a card, their prices in this case have to have some kind of arrangement. And in Knuckles of Valkyrie's case, it's going down in value. It just takes time. Same with Bionic, which I'll show you guys in a second. Wing Dragon Around Spearman Ultra Rare is a great card. You should buy 3 of these. I'm serious. I love this card. But, you know, It's something that I think that I wish we had ultra rare kaijus in this set. It'd be kind of cool. But looking at Ring Dragon Rod Spirit Mode, everyone should have 3 of these. They're about $4 each. I think they'd be going a lot lower, especially over the past weekend. But definitely a card you can play for this current meta are going to need. Galaxy Soldier is a card I don't think will be going up in value. I think. But then again, I think the other version of Galaxy Soldier was going to go up in value. Look at Galaxy Soldier right now. We have a good amount of walls. Page 1 has a 10, a 6, a 20 wall. Page 2 has 11 wall, a 4 wall, a 6 wall. I mean, maybe it could go up in value. I'm really bad at calling Galaxy Soldier. I definitely missed the beat on the previous version from Battles of Legends. I thought it was not going to be worth money. Even though it is currently $6 from Battles of Legends, half of its current market price of roughly near $13. Ultra Rare Galaxy Soldier from Dual Power is still like a $3 card. And definitely moving in the market. My favorite versions, once again, World Superstars, Prismatic Rare. This will go down in value. We're seeing it already. The market price is $15, but we're seeing it around $12. It's going to go down in value as well, but not as heavy as other versions. And they might, this version, believe it or not, I think maybe Galaxy Soldier might go up in value. And I mean, we see it already with the other version. It could happen again. Mission of Chaos. I just like this card. I think everyone just wants one of these for collections. Collectors are going to love this card. And, yeah, I think, you know, collectors really want to go in hard for this card. They've got next to Trishul, another card that's roughly around $250 in the market. Sure, it's going to go down a lot lower in value because nobody wants this as much as they want Valkyries, though people still need it. Iron Mage and Jasmine is another plant link card that I think is phenomenal. And like I said, my other statement about other plant stuff, I think this card is highly underrated and definitely has a good potential in the market, depending on the ban list, like I said before. Zaborg the Mega Monarch, nobody cares about, but everyone wants to list because everyone wants to sell. That's Zaborg the Mega Monarch. I would never like the fact that original versions was money. I don't like the fact that how this one's money at all. Any bit of money. I think this card price is going to take really heavily. Number 39, Utopia Double is a card that everybody wants one of, and that's it. And they don't even want to play, just want it. That's it, really, for number 39, Utopia Double. I don't think it's going to be going up any higher in price than it currently is right now. Bomb Teacher and Student is a card I don't think it's going to be that good, but it was bought out early in the week for like $10 for like a split second there. We'll get to Infinite Permanence in a second. We're getting to the spicy stuff now. Page 1. And if you made this far, once again, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button, notification button, and definitely comment below. Let me know what you about Dual Power. Are you buying sealed? Are you buying singles? And say hi to my chat right over here in the live stream we're recording with right now. Looking at KONAMI. The current price for KONAMI is $5.83. Obviously, it's going lower in value. Earlier in the week, I talked about KONAMI and how the fact that KONAMI was more than the original print Millennium version, a Millennium pack version, and how that made no sense to me. And now looking at it, they're both stabilizing and they're both trying to match each other because they're the exact same card, look for look, minus once again the same printing. We have a case of the Link Karibos up in here. Looking at KONAMI, market price is $13. First near mint of this KONAMI original print is about $11, still under its market price, and will continue to go under its market price, by the way. It's going to be setting new market prices. Looking at KONAMI from Dual Power, first edition versions are about $6. So we have $6 and we have $11. These are going to start meeting to each other. Now, that's between these two. Secret Rare KONAMI is a little bit different. Secret Rare KONAMI is going down a little bit as well. It's about $13 roughly. Actually, yeah, over here about $13, which is a little bit under its $14 market price, but this is now the new valuable card of the Mice version. I said when Legendary Collection Kaiba came out, you want to get the Secret Rares. I like the Ultra Rares, because I like the old school stuff, but when you have Rarity bumps, you go for the better Rarity. Look, in this case, that's what's happening right here. That's one card. Up next, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I covered this card so extensively, and it'd be silly to cover it again. All I'm going to say is the market price of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit currently is roughly around $6. They're about it's matching its market price. There's a bit of a hover difference, nothing crazy. Every version of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, besides Secret and Ultimate versions, are now going to be useless. Value-wise, playability all day, all good. Legendary Collection Kaiba is $9.40. It's going lower. It's about $9.40 from its $11 price point. Premium Go is $8.25. It should not be worth anywhere near that. It's ugly. Look how ugly that is. Can we just take a second to just bash on gold rares? Look at that lettering. It looks like the Shazam movie. We're about to see the wizard. That's the lettering it looks like. It looks horrible. I hate gold. Oh, Premium Go. You. Fire the person who said that was a good idea. Super Rare Ghost Ogres and Snow Rabbits are nothing compared to the Ultra Rares that we have access to, and it's super rare. It's lower rarity. It's $7.50 under its $8 market price. It's going to continue to tank. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit from Dual Power, $6. This is the new precedence for precedence. Is that the new precedence for every version of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit? It's $6. That's it. Every version of ultra rares, that's your new price point. Secret rares and ultimate rares, you maintain your price. In fact, in the case of ultimate rares, it's only gonna go higher. So looking at it right now, it's doing that already without me saying anything. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit ultimate rares is $77 in the market price. Unlimited is $74. After that one's gone $78, and then it hits $80 for Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. I said in my last market watch when I talked about this card, and I'll say it again. This card is going to probably hit around $100. It's probably gonna be fantastic money, and we're seeing it happen right now, being the fact that KONAMI has no longer any more OTS Pack 5. That's what Chair said, not me. Looking at Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, once again, it's the same thing like Ghost Ogre. This is why I was really weirded out when we heard about OTS Pack 10. We're getting Galatea and a Sky Striker and a Thunder Dragon Link Ultimate Rare card, and I'm like, really? Really, Konami? We don't get an Ultimate Rare Ash Blossom, get printed to high heaven. Can we get the Ultimate Rare Ash Blossom already? It's kind of needed to do. But looking at it right now, Ash Blossom Joyous Spring from Ultimate Rare and down is going to be taken in price. Looking at it right now from Legend Collection Kaiba, it's $17 when it's really $11, so $13 for first editions. Ash Blossom Joyous Spring from Shouts of Valhalla, Super Rares are about $10, and no, they're not. They're actually around $7 on the listing. That's the market price. Dual Power Ash Blossom Joyous Springs are about $7.50, $7.59 the market price. We're seeing it be about $7.62. This is going to tank heavy in value. Ash Blossom Commons are laughably around $6, almost near $7. Come on, Common Ash Blossoms. What are you doing? Nobody's paying that. This is a $4 card. And even that, I'm getting ripped off that. But screw it. I need the card. Give it to me. Here's my $12. That's the conversation with anyone buying a place of the Ash Blossom Joyous Spring Commons. And they're not happy about it because we have Ultra Rares that are like $1 more. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, moving forward, guys. Borlo Dragon's another card that got slashed really heavily, but expectedly. I believe Spoiler Dragon's price point was roughly around $15 to $16 throughout the weekend. I think maybe $18 when the prices first hit the market, and now they're about $9 currently on the market and starting to go a little bit lower. Border Dragon is a relatively easy card to get, and this card would probably be worth a lot of money if it was made secret rare and hard to get in another set. But the reason it's made ultra rare here, and I like it as ultra rare here, is because everybody that wants Border Dragon only even really needs one of them. That's it. You just need one Border Dragon. And if you have the secret rare original print, well, you could go down with the ship, or you could have sold that and got this one. Once again, this is relatively cheap. And I feel with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Players cracking open Borderlord Dragons that already have their versions, they're going to be throwing this on the market. And the price of Borderlord Dragons is going to be going down. So if you don't have yours, what I'm trying to say is, I think you should wait, because this price is going to hit a lot lower, and it could be easier for you to buy. Next is Beyond is probably one of my favorite cards on this whole thing of dual power. This is the reason I wanted to do this live stream tonight. This is the reason I wanted to do my whole spiel on and beat the dead horse that is dual power again, because Necklace and Brionic's price points make no sense. And let's talk about it for a second, because unlike every other card here that's price points can make some sense, or we can see some correlation, we see zero correlation in Necklace and Brionic, except one thing. Next and Brionic from Dual Power Ultra Rares are going lower in value. Market price has a card at $9.60. We're seeing it here at $9. Now, okay, I think that Next and Brionic Ultra Rares from Dual Power are going to continue to tank in value. I'm relatively confident in that, because like I said about the other Necros cards, now everybody's cracking this for Necros. They don't care. But look at Next Brionic Secret Rare from the Secret Forces. Well, that's a different story. Card price is almost near $40, $39.81. First edition light plates are about $44. Now, if you're sitting there right now watching me going, hey V, I got my Secret Rare Necros, I'm good. My beautiful Necros Brionics, oh, they look gorgeous. You're going to be a little bit disappointed. Here's what I think. Here's my speculation as far as Necklace Brionic. Even though this is obviously going to be the most expensive version, I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players holding on to Secret Rare Necklace Brionics that don't see any kind of meta play are going to be selling these cards for meta decks. It's that simple. And we're going to see Necklace Brionic start being listed on the market. Just because right now it's currently higher than its market price, which has been like that for a good amount of time, it's going to go down in value. Necklace Brionic Secret Rares are a great card, but cannot maintain its high value when Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can buy an ultra rare a lot cheaper and put that money towards maybe, I don't know, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, Maxi, Ash Blossom Secret Rares, Ghost Ogres, cards that will not only maintain value but will continue to go higher in value, being the fact that they have no challenge in their rarity, in their edition, and how their condition is currently. So, looking back at Necros Brionics, as well as the other Necros cards, which you see already going down in value, we see already trying to match up their ultra rare counterparts. Necros Brionic is the last one, the last samurai, the stubborn card, and this one will inevitably go down in value. Moving forward, guys, we have Evenly Match. Well, I don't know about you guys, but Evenly Match has been opened so much. At first point, I go, maybe Konami's going to make Evenly Match a short print. It's too good of a card. This card's insane. And even though it's seeing side deck play, it sees a lot of side deck play. And I'm like, you know what? There's no way Konami's going to make this card easy to pull. Well, I was wrong. Evenly matched ultra rare is very easy to pull. Market price of cards roughly around $12, and we're seeing it roughly almost near $12. It's going lower in value still, though. It's still going to be going down to more. Look at Circuit Break evenly matched. Market price is around $31. It wasn't that for a good amount of time, actually. We're seeing the original print versus evenly matched with a market price of $31. Unlimiteds are about 20s. First editions are about $24 for evenly matched, and this is a version I personally have. Once again, Rarity Horror Sickness. Looking at 2018 Megaton evenly matches, they're about 18s, roughly around that price point, which is nothing compared to the dual power versions, which is relatively in a weird position right now. Because I think evenly matched, being the fact that I personally think a lot of evenly matches are going to be cracked from dual power moving forward in this weekend and on until next week, we might see the price point of ultra rare dual power evenly matches go lower in value. Well, what does that mean? Well, to be honest, I don't know if the secret evenly matched price point will go down any more lower in value. It might, but it'll only be temporary, as you can place adjust this card towards where they want to play it or not in the meta. If it sees meta play, this card can actually go higher in value. And once you be looking at this version and focusing on buying this version just to have it, those who are looking to invest in evenly matches are going to be looking at this version. Those who just want a nice version of evenly matches can get this version, but it's useless. The Megaton version compared to the Circuit version, there's almost not a big price difference. And I would highly recommend, if you are looking to get high rarity, you get the original print, because that can have more viability in the meta as far as your rarity going is. Cyber Dragon National is another card that I couldn't stop telling everybody how it's going to go down in value. Now, I did say I didn't expect this card to tank in value because it says Cyber Dragon in its name, and I stand by that. Looking at Cyber Dragon National's price point, the market price is $12.24. First editions are roughly around $11. This is under its market price. But there's only one Cyber Dragon Nashor. Now, we're going to see this card go lower in value and go back up in value. And unlike any card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That does it because it's, going to see some meta play, Cyber Dragon players don't believe in the meta. The meta is all about Cyber Dragons, and they're sick. They're worse than a Rarity Core and a Hero play combined, which is really bad, actually. Cyber Dragon players are going to bump the price of Cyber Dragon Nashor. It's inevitable, in my opinion. And even though I don't think this card should go higher in value, it's going to, because it says Cyber Dragon in its name. It's that simple. It will go low, and then it'll go lower throughout the weekend, and then by next week, it might even go lower, and then eventually, and inevitably, it's going to go higher, because it's Cyber Dragon cards. Damn. Glowspell Haunted Mansion was roughly around $20 pre-release of this weekend. We're currently seeing this card price point of roughly around $13. Now, I said it before, I'll say it again about this card. This is one of the Ghost Girl hand traps that I'm not a big fan of. Cool artwork, not a big fan of this card at all. I think this card's nothing. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are seeing that as they are currently playing cards like DD Crow, which is way better. Looking at Ghostspell Haunted Mansion from Flames to Destruction, it actually hasn't started moving in value at all. In fact, when Ghostspell Ultra Rares were 20s, this was almost near a healthy price point where it is right now for the Secret Ghostspell Haunted Mansions. The Secret market price is currently around $32, and we're seeing it roughly around $29. And the weirdest part about all this is going to continue to go lower. Ghostspell Haunted Mansion Ultra Rare. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players know that this is going to continue to go lower. They might hold Ultra Rare playset to decide if they don't have the overpriced Secret Rare hand trap, which they don't even need because DD Crow's better. But looking at right now, seeing how Ultra Rare Ghostspell Haunted Mansion currently is, it's going to go lower. And that's the simple thing about it. And then when it does, as it goes lower, the Secret Rare will most likely follow in its steps. Unless we see a better version of Ghostspell Haunted Mansion being used, because it has 3 effects. And I believe it's the 3rd effect, that's the best one, Bancroft from the Graveyard. That's the one, I think that's a really good one. It's one of these, add a card from the Graveyard to hand. Special from the Graveyard, no, DD Code does it better. Bancroft from the Graveyard, I think DD Code does it. I think DD Code, that's the one, that one, the first one, third. One of these two, I think, are just better than DD Crow in that essence. But unless you see a deck that's really meta, that really utilizes that ability only, this card's going to continue to go lower in value. It's going to go lower no matter what. It was going to go lower if it didn't get the reprint, but now it's definitely going to go lower. Looking at this card. What else do you have here? Dual Power box set. I said it I said it early in this video, and I'm sorry if this video went too long. I just really want to just go deep into Dual Power and beat this dead horse because I saw a leg kicking before. Don't buy sealed Dual Power. It's a bad idea. Everyone is buying sealed Dual Power, and it's addicting. I mean, let's be honest with you. Legendary Custom Kaiba was not as fun to open as sealed Dual Power. And to be honest, and the reason why, besides the fact that the ratio of reprints are way better here than Legendary Custom Kaiba, is because Legendary Custom Kaiba had 10 cards per pack and 3 packs. Dual Power has 5 cards per pack and 6 packs. You get to open more packs in Dual Power. And with that, you get players like opening it and getting that high of opening something brand new and putting something really cool that's going down in value because everyone around every store is doing the same exact thing and listing online. Do not be foolish. Do not buy Dual Power sealed. Buy Dual Power singles. And to be honest with you, you don't even need to buy them right now. Wait. Monday through Wednesday of next week is when we're going to start seeing the cards slow down in the increase in value and stabilize. And then you go in to buy them. Don't do it right now, and don't buy sealed Dual Power. You will be losing your shirt. I'm next dual power from Infinite Permanence from dual power. Infinite Permanence current price point is going lower than I currently expected. I said Infinite Permanence was going to come out the gate at $60. I said that. And it did. It came out the gate pre-order for $60 for Ultra Infinite Permanence. And then I said its price point was going to settle around $40. And I think I'm wrong, to be honest with you. Infinite Permanence price point currently is roughly around $43. Looking at the first edition version, it's holding that $43 price point, but just barely. Now, I had a couple of Infinite Permanence that I opened in my store for singles, and they're all sold online. I'll be the first to say it. But with that said, I don't think it's right to buy Infinite Permanence right now. Once again, Monday through Wednesday, good time to buy. Looking at Infinite Permanence right now, it's continuing to fall down in value. It's going to continue to fall down in value as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players open more of this amazing sealed box set. It's just not that good unless you open this. It becomes a lottery at this point. That's what it easily becomes. Looking at all versions of Infinite Permanence, the Secret version is actually starting to stabilize at its price point and then move up in value. And this is where it gets kind of weird because I don't know if this is going to change, being the fact that unlike other cards in the set, Infinite Permanence is a short print card. So this card actually might push its Ultra counterpart up higher after a while after it settles. Looking at Secret Infinite Permanence, market price is $66. And then we look at Unlimiteds, they're about $69s. First editions are $71. This card started going low and was like, no, I'm a short print. I'll do what I want. And, yeah, you can do whatever you want ultra rare, but I'm going to go higher in value. And what we're seeing here is Infinite Permanence ultra rare. This card will inevitably go back up in value, but I think it's going to go lower before it starts going higher. And one thing, when I say about the lottery, when you get a dual power box set, if you don't pull Infinite Permanence, your next expensive card is a Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion, which is $13. It's just not worth it. You got Cyber Dragon National, you got Evenly Matched. These are great cards, but realistically, let's say you got a Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion, Cyber Dragon Nasher, and an Evenly Matched in your box of dual power. And you're like, V, I made $30. I'm the man. You have $30 in value. You have a little bit over $30 in value. But after you go ahead and go online and list Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion, Cyber Dragon Nasher, and Evenly Matched and sell them, one, you have to deal with the competitive market because everyone's cracking these sealed boxes open. So the price will continuously go down in value until you sell yours. That's one. Number two, you sold yours. Congratulations. Seller fees instantly are taken out of what you pay. So this $13 card, if you sell on TCG Player, you'll probably get maybe like $9 to $10 for this card. I'm not 1,000%, 100% on seller fees. I've been banged over so hard by TCG Player. I just consider it a fact of doing business. Looking at Cyber Dragon Nasher, it's about $11. Once again, 8 to 9s, and that will be the money you get. And then you go, okay, V, that's good money still. Yeah, it is good money. Oh, wait a minute. You have to ship these cards. Now you gotta buy stamps, envelopes, top loaders, team bags, whatever you call it, the little baggie. It looks really good when you do those. And then you gotta send it out. But let's say someone bought all 3 of these, okay? Because with a stamp, they're about what, 40, 50 cents. I always forget. I just bought a book of them. They're about, let's say, 50 cents. That's about $1.50. Kind of cool. You sell all 3 of these. You gotta add tracking on it. You want to put it in a 4x6 envelope. They're relatively inexpensive, but when you gotta buy a bunch of them. I bought a box on eBay. It's the best way to do it for a 4x6. And then if not, you gotta go ahead and buy, I think, a 10-pack. They're pretty expensive in store. And then after you do that, you gotta buy a postage, which is like $3 in postage. You're not making $30 when you buy 3 of these. When you open 3 of these, you're making way less than $30. Is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. And it's just not worth it for sealed dual power. It's just not worth it. Do not play the Infinite Permanence lottery. The lottery is getting weaker and weaker. The pot of prize, the prize pool is getting smaller and smaller. And like I said earlier, in my way beginning when I talked about dual power, those who get dual power early, stores like myself and other store owners and maybe other vendors that can crack this and throw it online will make the most amount of money. And to be honest with you, I made a good amount of money. Other than that, that's it. It's done. Now, right here, we're going to see prices tank. Next week, we're going to see prices start to stabilize. And then we're going to be doing another market watch. Yay! Dead horse. And talk about dual power and how the fact that dual power actually might start having some more valuable cards. Currently, right now, I wouldn't really look at this set. It's cool to watch other people crack stuff. If you really need a card, you have to go for it, sure. This is great for great value. But as far as investing, I would stay away from this set. Comment question of the day on a video that's already way too long. I don't even want to know how long this video is, but I know it's insanely long. Because my buddy Conan Der Barber. Hashtag QV. Hey V, I'm from Germany, and I want to ask you if there's anything important when watching your market watches as a European. Some cards have different prices than in the US, and are also increasing and decreasing their price points, sometimes not at the same as the US. Thank you for the question, Conan. I really appreciate it. I like your name, Conan. Anyway, thank you for the question. And when you're watching my market watches, I only cover TCG prices. I only know and personally specialize in TCG price points. If I was brought over to Europe and had to live there and do European market watches, I would get slaughtered. Everyone will laugh at me because I would not know what I'm doing, because I know the markets are drastically different. I still look and see things here and there, but our markets are so different, it's almost laughable talking these kind of price points over there in Europe. It's cool to have a European audience, though. I'm serious. I get a lot of European people that watch my stuff. Germany, Great Britain. Thank you so much to everybody. Shout out to all you guys from any country that's not America, even though it's the best country in the world. Sorry about that. It just is what it is. Anyway, going into it, though, the reason why it's cool to watch my market watches and watch my videos is because when I talk about a card that can go up in value, let's say here in the States it goes up in value, Europeans always follow suit. It's almost inevitable. Now, not as far as buyouts, no, sure, but if I say this card can see some play and go up in value, and then we see the card see play and go up in value, but that more or less see play, well, the Europeans are going to notice that, and they're going to do one of two things. They're going to go and buy that card, which will now start moving up in your European market, or what they're going to be doing is buying counter cards. So if someone watching my videos, you got to go, okay, why is this card going to see play? If it does see play, looking at the market here in TCG and the playability of the deck list here in TCG, then I got to figure out two things. Do I buy the card, or do I buy it preemptively, or do I go and buy the counter version of this great card? So I believe there's always merit in watching the market prices here in TCG, as well as the European market watches, which is no European market watch channel that I know of, unfortunately. And hopefully, you guys go ahead and record your content too, because I would love to see it. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate the question. Thank you once again, Conan. Guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button, subscription, and all that notification bell so you can join in the live streams. And you Paisanos, have a great day.